Tips on how to make an exceptional flight lavatory edition. So the lavatory of a private jet is as important as the rest of the cabin, if not even more. First of all, the VIP flight attendant that is flying on a private jet is responsible to check, tidy up and clean the lavatory after every visit. However, this rule can be stretched somehow. For example, if you are conducting your service and one of the customers leaves the table to go to the lavatory and then comes back to continue eating, you cannot really interrupt the service to go and check the lavatory. Otherwise, this may be perceived as non-hygienic. So you have better to wait a little bit longer, and then towards the end of the meal you can go and check the lavatory. Nevertheless, the lavatory must be checked as often as possible to make sure that it's clean, tidy, and that all the amenities available over there are replenished. Remember that the customer on a private jet very much love to go and have a look around in the cabin and as well as in the lavatory, open the drawers, open all the cupboards to check what is inside and what they can take or try. So make sure that everything is tidy, well replenished, and that you have a wide range of amenities for them. What kind of amenities can you possibly have? Well, you have amenities for women, amenities for men, and for babies normally. So in both cases, women and men, you will have skincare products, dental care products, and hair products. Of course, you have soap and hand cream always available. And then for babies, you may have some diapers, some baby food. You will always find some slippers and pajamas as well that they can choose to use any time during the flight. Something that I like, that I have recently started to do on my flights, is to add a range, a display of face masks that they can use during the flight. You know, the nowadays trend is to apply on your face a face mask to help the skin to remain hydrated during the flight, so that you can land with a glamorous look and your skin looking healthy and bright. So why not buying a few of them and display them in the lavatory, so for them to be able to use them. Obviously choose to go for well-known brands that do not use any chemicals but only natural products and that are also allergen free. Something else that is quite important in your lavatory is to put a fresh flower over there. A fresh flower that in most cases, or in almost all the private jets I have flown in my career, is a white orchid. Why the orchid? Because, believe me or not, but it's a very resistant flower in a very dry condition such as the cabin and the environment on board a private jet. So the orchid can actually resist quite well to the dry air, and it's elegant, it's very classy, normally white, because white is synonymous of purity and cleanliness. So by placing on a live flower, I am giving automatically a message to my customers: feel free to become vulnerable, to undress, to expose your body in this area, because it's safe, it's clean. We always work with this kind of subtitle messages in the cabin, and definitely the alive flower in the lavatory of a private jet this is exactly the message that you want to send. If you think about it, when you go into a bathroom, you have to remove your clothes, right? So you become vulnerable, you become exposed, and you want to feel safe. So by placing on a live flower, I'm just telling you, here is clean, sit down, no problem. Something else that you have to think about is to check the functionality of the lavatory before takeoff. So check that the flush is actually working, and also open the tap of the sink to let the air in the pipes to go out to prevent the water from splashing everywhere. then the rest of the lavatory should be clean and spotless. The mirrors should be absolutely immaculate, and remember to also have a little touch for the toilet paper. That should never be less than half of the roll, and possibly folded into an origami, just to let them know that you have thought about every single little detail over there. I hope that this video was helpful for extra tips about how to create an exceptional flight experience. Baci baci!